Well, I'm Carmel Mothersill and I work at McMaster University in Canada, where I'm a Canada Research Chair in environmental radiation biology. And my main interest is in low dose radiation effects and how these might impact the environment. And I'm particularly interested in effects of the uranium mining activities which take place in northern Canada on the aquatic populations of fish and invertebrates, and also on the species that feed on fish, so birds and mammals. And we're interested to see whether there are insidious or delayed effects of the chronic ingestion of these isotopes on the environment. And the importance is that it's one thing to sort of kill a few individuals in a species. We're doing that all the time, but it's another thing to induce a chronic, long-lasting legacy by our activities. And we feel that there's a sort of a stewardship, or we have an ethical responsibility to the wildlife, not to kind of do things that are going to impact the species in the long term. So basically we're looking at low dose effects of radiation, particularly these alpha emitting isotopes, and we're trying to detect impacts on the generation of fish that are actually exposed, and then on the progeny of those fish, and see whether we can detect any long-term impacts. So we look at biochemical fitness indices. This would be the ability of the fish to grow. Then we're going to be looking at the reproductive impact. So we look at whether they have the same number of eggs, whether the eggs are just as viable, or whether there are any gross mutations or morphological abnormalities in those fish. So we're at the very early stages at the moment. We're funded by the Canadian Nuclear Safety Authority and also by the uranium mining industry. So they're both very interested in finding out the truth about the impacts of mining activities.